actually know if I'd make a video this week, but when I woke up this morning, I felt a real sense of excitement about you going back to school, and I just sort of wanted to share in that a little bit, I suppose, and thought maybe making a video was the best way to do that. So I hope that you woke up this morning, or yesterday morning for some of you, with a sense of excitement and looking forward to the term ahead. Some of you won't. Some of you will have woken up feeling a little bit more nervous about things. That's okay. It's understandable. Yeah, all feelings are okay and understandable because you've been through great shifts over the last year, really. But of course, this year, you haven't been back to school for the vast majority of you again. I know some of you have been in. So it is completely and utterly understandable that you're going to have some mixed feelings. It's what you do with them that counts. And I think the most important thing that you can do is to acknowledge those feelings and to sort of say to yourself and to others around you, if you've got somebody that you share your feelings with, to say, do you know what, I'm feeling a little bit, whatever it is today. Share it, acknowledge it, say, and that's okay, because it is. Because all feelings are valid, every single one of them. So please do that. And also look around for people who may not be feeling quite as enthusiastic as you, or if you're one of those people, maybe reach out to a friend and just say how you're feeling. Yeah, a bit problem or a feeling shared is always so much easier, I find. I also want you to, this might sound a bit random, but I do want you to think about the grown-ups in your life as well, those adults, because they've going through a great big change as well. Most of them are used to having you at home and around, and for some of them that's been, quite difficult because they've got work and other things to get on with as well. And for some of them it's been wonderful having you at home, and then suddenly off you go again. They're excited and looking forward for you, but at the same time there might be little bits of gaps left in their lives and their days. So please think about that, be sensitive to it, be thoughtful and caring and kind, and spend a little bit of time with those adults in your life as well. If they've been used to having you around and spending time with you, and suddenly it goes to pretty much nothing, that's going to be a big shift in their life too. So be aware of that, if you would, please. Okay, so another random thought is most of you will not have worn masks for such a long time during the day. Perhaps some of you may, but I doubt many of you at all. And I know some of you are exempt for whatever reasons. But for those of you who are wearing masks for the school day, it's a bit of a strange feeling, and it might be quite tiring at the end of the day as well. And you really, really need to look after your skin. This is why I say it's a little bit random. But for some people, I know it can cause little bits of redness and soreness and itchiness and what have you. So just make sure you have got a good skincare routine. That's for everybody. So a good kind of moisturiser, cleanser moisturiser. Just get into really good sort of looking after your skin habits. And another little tip, which I learnt a couple of weeks ago when I was wearing a mask for sort of 8 or 9 hours a day, was I got rid of my earrings, actually. So if you do wear earrings, the little hooks, the little elastics can get caught on them quite a bit, and it drags down somewhat. Backs of my ears got really quite sore as well, so I ended up putting a little bit of Vaseline on the backs of my ears. So it was a matter of looking after my skin a little bit there. So it really is about looking after yourselves, acknowledging your feelings, recognising that this weekend you might have some, feelings that are a little bit different from normal, or behaviours, or even some physical stuff that might be different to normal. Your sleep patterns might change a little bit. Some of you might be so exhausted that you end up sleeping loads more. Some of you, your thoughts might be going through your head because you've suddenly got back in touch with people, you've got social stuff going on and your work things, and you might not sleep quite as well as you have been doing. So be prepared perhaps for some changes in your sleep patterns, and even your mood. You might start to feel a little bit different, and that might kind of kick in this weekend or next weekend. Be prepared for that. Recognise that it will pass, because all things do. And as I've always said, just acknowledge that that change has happened and that it's going to have some effects. There's no doubt about it. It'll be different for all of us. Some of us just might be walking around with a dirty great grin on our faces the whole time, but not everybody. So I kind of think about it almost like a speedboat on a lake. So when a fast speedboat goes past, it creates these enormous sort of waves, and the water's going everywhere, and it's really, really choppy. But once it's gone past, after a period of time, the water starts to settle again, doesn't it? It's got ripples for a while, and then eventually all just settles down. So let's see this next couple of weeks as the speedboat going through the lake, and what will come afterwards is a period of settle. It's a period of adjustment, and then we're going to have a period of settling. So be prepared for it, acknowledge it, and know that all things pass and that things will be good because we're back together, and actually that's the most important thing. So I hope to see as many of you as I can next week. I should hopefully be back in next Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to hearing laughter and just being in your company and having that wonderful enthusiasm that you all bring. All right, take care. Bye-bye.